Barbie! I told you to wait in the dream house.
Boys, avenge me! Avenge me! Avengers!
Bazinga.
Scruffy-looking nerf herders.
Ethan Hunt contacted you?
I am good, Rooster. I'm very good.
So you are Yoi's a trainer who trains.
Gonzo the Great will ride this baby again.
Hello and welcome to episode 128 of the Real Serious Pod. We got a lot to discuss today. San Diego Comic-Con, Spider-Man Brand New Day, one of the most anticipated movies of the year dropped a trailer. Yes, folks, that's right. Matchbox. We're talking about it. We got X-Men casting and so much more. Before that, boys, it's been 2 weeks. How we doing?
Good. I feel like we should be on episode 129 by now.
Is it? Did I mess it up?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh, I thought that's what you're saying. I was like, no way. Okay, sick. Yeah,
Just
no, I agree
checked.
that. I did. I just checked.
I was thinking about this episode, and I was like, this might be like the greatest 2-episode run in terms of the movies we've watched. We've had on this podcast.
The greatest 1-2 punch.
I mean, Odyssey, Spider-Man Brand New Day, right? I don't think there's been.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any other 2 movies I can think of that have been as praised as much as we praised these 2 back-to-back.
Yeah,
It's
episodes.
crazy because it might.
Does it remind you of our
this year.
Glicked review?
Ah,
Great point.
My
That's a great
goodness.
point.
It reminds me of Glicked.
I mean, it might get passed later this year when we got Doomsday.
that's the same week though.
Yeah, but back-to-back movies, I guess.
I guess. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yes,
enough.
but Spider-Man, boys, this is the 4th Tom Holland movie, and it's making all of the money.
It's making so much.
Almost $1 billion opening weekend. It is the second biggest opening of all time, passing Infinity War, right behind Endgame. And did it feel like it was going to do that? Like, I didn't.
It's
I
like
knew it did.
unfathomable
How
to
big
think
it
that
was.
it made that much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
Like,
so
you look at-
big.
You look at Project Hail Mary, and it was in theaters for how long? And so many people said that they saw it and loved it, and it made what, 800 million
Yeah,
in its entire time at the box office. And this movie has been out for 4 days and made almost $1 billion.
I saw that it made domestically. It made what?
Like,
Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, and Superman did combined in one weekend. Domestically.
opening weekend, though, right?
Yeah.
Not like all their time in the theater.
It might have been all the time.
I mean, it definitely beat out domestically Superman all time.
Yeah, in one weekend.
So it's 1 weekend. I don't know about Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four probably got, I don't know, like 250 domestically during its run.
I think
know,
Fantastic
like
Four
200
was
maybe?
not as big as Superman.
That's nuts. Do we think it's because it's actually
But
a good
to
movie,
say it
or
was
is it
huge.
because we haven't seen Spider-Man in like 5 years? Or both?
Well, that's a great question. So should we get into our reviews? Little review action.
See what I
is
did
it a
there?
good movie?
I tossed
Charles,
it up.
did you think it was a good movie, Charles?
Are we getting into?
Why don't you tell us? Yeah, why not?
Wait, why am I?
Are you
I feel
busy?
like I feel like I'm getting targeted here. Why am I the one that's leading this off?
Because you had a great transition. So why don't you transition us into these reviews?
I think.
Should I do
Jack
the?
is
do you want me to do like the whole synopsis and
hoping
everything?
to give the review first.
Here, I'll do the synopsis so you get confident in the interim. All right, Spider-Man: Brand New Day, directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, probably best known for Shang-Chi a few years ago. Also was the kind of key guy behind Wonder Man, which was a great show, which actually we're going to talk about in a little bit. Upcoming, he has the Naruto movie, which is probably going to be pretty cool based on this movie. Brand New Day starts now, fighting crime full-time as Spider-Man in a world that doesn't remember him, and the pressure of seeing his old friends move on without him sparks a change in Peter Parker, and he may not have the power to control. But that transformation might also be the only thing that can stop a shocking new threat to the city and those he loves. A powerful villain no one can even see. Starring Tom Holland, Zendaya, Sadie Sink, Jacob Batalon, John Bernthal, Tremel Tillman, Michael Mando, and Mark Ruffalo, as well as a few more. Now we've set the stage for Charles.
Well, I think Jack wanted to go first.
Oh, okay, then Jack. Jack, take it away.
Harley, okay. I love
It's like
this
he's
movie.
nervous. Yeah.
I loved it. This movie was so much fun. Like, it's exactly why I want to go to the movie theaters. When I think of movies that get me excited and make me feel like I'm some 5-year-old kid walking into the movie theaters with a bucket of popcorn that's the size of my head, this is the movie I think of. Oh my gosh. Like, I see people in the theater of all different age groups. There's some kid that's like 6 years old, and there's some dude that's like 95. I mean, it appeals to everyone. It's like so much fun. And I was so not frustrated, but when we saw that first trailer, I know that I wasn't the most bought into this movie, but I think I was really upset with how they handled, or how I thought they were going to handle, MJ and Ned. I was like, all right, they had forgotten them. They are no more. And then they're like, nah, psych, they're back. I'm like, ah. But man, they handled both of those characters with so much care, and they were such a massive piece of the heart of this movie. And I think in the past, for the first 3 Homecoming movies, or the Home trilogy, not to say I didn't love MJ and Ned, but I feel like at times they kind of did take away from the story I was hoping to get from Tom Holland's Spider-Man or Peter Parker. But I feel like this one, they really were like driving factors in this story emotionally. And I just think they did a really great job bringing them together. There's a million different characters in this movie. They did it perfectly. I feel like everyone gets their time to shine. And I still feel like it is a Peter Parker Spider-Man centered movie. He's sad. He's depressed. It's perfect. But what job does he have? Where's his job? Huh? What's he doing? How's he getting all that money?
Spider-Man. Heard of it?
Guys. All right, yeah. But I loved it. Charlie, what did you think, man?
Well, I think Hunter won. No, I loved it. I don't know what kind of expectations I went in. I think I went with high expectations because I had seen all the reviews. Hunter, I saw him give 4.5, and I was like, okay, well, like you have to give at least like a half star, 1-star premium or discount it a little bit because Spider-Man. Hunter looks at Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm a webhead. I'll say it.
Yeah, he's a webhead. So I saw that and I was like, okay, this doesn't really mean much to me because Hunter's just an all-time Spider-Man guy. But then, Jack, I saw your review. I saw a bunch of other people on Letterboxd. I was like, holy cow, maybe this is something special. And I don't think I really took, because Hunter's been saying since this podcast started that he wanted a depressed Peter Parker and like a street level Spider-Man.
Make him sad and poor.
Yeah, he's been saying that as long as I can remember. And I didn't really get it. And then watching this, I was like, all right, I get it. This is great. I mean, it was crushing. It was just like soul crushing watching him watch, his friends just live their lives. And, it's almost like he's in the back seat and can't actually, I watched it with Jenna and I turned to her at one point. I was like, oh, like just brutal. But there's so much random, like little parts that I was like, oh yeah. Like the 3-second clip where he's just like sitting on the subway train coming in because there weren't any big buildings for him to swing on. Like that was I loved that. I was like, yes, this is New York. This is Spider-Man. I didn't necessarily love the villain or the story or the performance by the villain. But I think everything else was great. I thought Tom Holland excelled. I think Zendaya did great. I love John Bernthal in it. I wasn't really that in tune with the Punisher and his backstory, but I feel like they introduced him really well where you didn't really need to have that backstory. Like I understood everything. Jenna understood everything, and she hadn't heard of Punisher before. So it was like a very welcoming, kind of inviting movie for people that haven't been watching a lot of Marvel, I felt like. But yeah, I was trying to gather my thoughts. This was one of those movies where I wish I had a notebook, like one of those movie notebooks, to write down all those like little Spider-Man things that are very small but just great details, kind of like that subway. Because there were a couple early on that I can't remember, and I would have to rewatch just so I could like jot them down or kind of refresh my memory. But there were a lot of those kind of subway scenes where I was like, yeah, this feels like New York. This feels like he's poor, he's sad. Oh, I know another scene when he like runs into that girl in the hallway.
Great
And
scene.
it's just the most awkward interaction.
Yep.
Like, yes,
Hey,
is the guy.
We're on the same floor.
And then immediately he's like, I need to move floors.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I loved it. I thought it was very funny. I thought there was a lot of heart in it. I think it's a great direction for Marvel to take. Pretty much, I think this was as good, just about as good as it could have been.
Yeah, I'm in a big agreement with both of you. I really loved it. I've been saying, like Charles said since the beginning of the podcast, like I want poor broke Spider-Man, and we finally got him, and it works so well. Like this is the character that I've always known and loved as a Raimi fanboy. Like this is the closest to Raimi that I feel like we've gotten again. We can talk about maybe a little bit later of like where we rank this in our Spider-Man movies, but like I think this really, really works. And I think the thing that I liked about it the most is it felt most like a comic book because it was just like, so-and-so would show up, but it's still a Spider-Man story. And I think what's interesting is like, is this maybe the most MCU tied Spider-Man movie, but it also felt like the most him by himself. Like it's weird in that way where it's like, he's not reliant on other MCU characters and he was in his last 2 movies or 3 movies, but like it still works. And I think it's interesting in that perspective. Punisher is great. The Hulk, for like the small bits he's in it, really, really good. Some serious ramifications for the MCU going forward, which I think is really cool. Some cameo stuff which we can get to in spoilers that I think was very strong, and just really brings the world together. But I think the biggest thing is the director shift. Like what Daniel Cretton is able to do here, it's just like incredible. It looks awesome. The way Spider-Man moves is maybe the best we've seen since the Garfield days. Like he moves so well and probably moves better than we've ever seen him before, especially some of the action sequences. It did feel like you were playing like the PS4 game in like the best possible way. This is just the most that I think he's felt like Spider-Man. And I think he was more mature here. Like there was even a change to like his voice as Spider-Man, which I think is really just like strong, where he just sounds older. He's more mature. And I think that if this is the direction they're going forward, I think it works really well. And I do think this is the best Ned and MJ have been. And it's funny because I think, they finally have grown up in a sense. They were obviously in high school the first few movies, but you go back and watch like the Raimi movies, and that first one he's supposed to be like graduating high school, but they're all like 40 and they act like they're 80. But like this, they feel like people we know. And I think that that's a really interesting thing because we timed Tom Holland's quadrilogy perfectly. Like 2017 was the first one that came out, and I was like 16 years old, and I was like, all right, I'm literally the same age. And now he's in his early 20s, and it's just like, yep, same for me, man. Like that's where I'm at. And it's really well done. I did like the villain. I liked that little bit. I don't know if I'm in love with all the Department of Damage Control stuff that we've been like inundated with over the last like 8 movies, it feels like. But I do see where it's going, and I kind of like where it's going to go. Maybe the journey isn't as exciting, but I do think where it's going is interesting. But yeah, no, I really, really loved this. And I agree. I think this is one where it's like, if you just like Spider-Man and you don't care about the MCU, you'll like this. If you don't know anything that's happened since Doomsday or since Endgame, like you'll perfectly get what's happening here. Like, and I think that's a big strength for this one, where it's like, it's connected, but it's a Spider-Man story first and foremost. And that is what it's supposed to be. And I think that's really important, and it works exceptionally well. So yeah, big thumbs up for me. So I'm going to get into some spoilers.
Sure.
All right. Some spoiler talk. Big potatoes or small potatoes? Because that was a great scene. That is the kind of
loved having them.
interconnectedness. Yes, that's the kind of interconnectedness that I want in these. I'm my I think she's the best Black Widow. Sorry, ScarJo, but like I'm Florence Pugh for life. That's my Black
Ooh.
Widow.
It also explains why some characters are in some movies and other characters aren't, and like why characters jump in on fights or battles.
And she's so good in like her little part. And she, you know what it is? She feels so consistent. Like everything I watch and Yelena's in, it feels like the same character. Where sometimes like the Hulk's actually a great example. Like the Hulk, this does not feel like the same Hulk that I watched in She-Hulk. Like it just doesn't. And I think this is a better version of it. But like that Yelena is the same Yelena. And I did love the bit where later on and she's like, oh, the sad man has friends. Like just like that's the little stuff that like it's so great for these characters. I just think it's really, really cool. But spoilers, biggest spoiler. We got the X-Men, baby. Jean Grey.
And I feel like it's so funny that they introduced her in a Spider-Man movie. But it works. To me, it worked perfectly. I feel like with this story, like especially the emotional journey that he goes on in this movie, it works for me. And I know that people are upset that I guess this and the Thunderbolts and I guess even Captain America kind of all end in a, hey, we're here for you. It's okay. It's okay. And honestly, I'm kind of fine with that. I feel like
I had no problem with it.
Everything doesn't need to be this massive CGI battle fest, you know? Like, hey, let's find out the emotions of these characters, see what's driving them. Let's try and have a conversation, you know? Like, and I thought it was great. I found myself emotional at points throughout this movie. I find myself more emotionally tied to Tom Holland's Spider-Man than ever.
Is he? Are we team he's the best Spider-Man? I'm fully inundated.
He's had the most. He's had the most opportunity because he's in like 6 movies.
Yeah, I still think he's the best. Like as much as I love Toby, like Tom just is Spider-Man to me now. Like he's so.
I think I might always be a Garfield guy.
Whoa.
Sorry,
Garfield was too cool. My Peter Parker. I think skateboard.
I feel like Tom Holland. He's the one that looks the most like Peter Parker. He looks like a teenager, and now even as he's like 30 years old, he still looks like he could be in his early 20s, even though he's like jacked out of his mind.
Yes.
Just like.
Yeah, so Charles, as the stunt double for the scene at the bathhouse, how'd you get that role?
You weren't supposed to. You were paying close attention in the end credits, weren't you? Dude, Jenna turns to me during the end credits and she goes, what if your name was up there with Hunter and RJ because you saw a sneak peek and it was like, thank you, Hunter, Charlie, and RJ. It's like
that'd be really crazy. Because they didn't take her names. We went in that room.
I liked Jean Grey. Well, the way they introduced her, I was like, okay, she is so nerfed. Like this is one of the most powerful characters in the comics, and she like is not that powerful. And then at the end, obviously, she's unleashed or whatever. I didn't like the performance that much. Either the performance or the writing for her character. I can't decide which, but like something about it, I was like, yeah, I think this is like probably the weakest part.
Interesting, because you're not the first person I've heard say. You're not the first person I've heard say that. Like I know there are other people that do not love Sadie Sink's performance, and for me personally, I wasn't affected by it. I feel like it like fit in kind of perfectly, and like when they do her backstory, it doesn't take up too much time. Lets you know enough. And I think she's still so young and still so inexperienced with her powers. I mean, the fact that she could only jump from person to person for 32 feet when the Jean Grey we knew from the X-Men was basically unlimited, or I guess like the earlier, early 2000s X-Men films.
Yeah. I didn't mind the backstory as much. It was anytime she had to deliver a line that was like, you are not getting away or something like that. And I was like, oh, yeah, I know. I don't know.
I kind of liked it because of like the little progression she went on in this whole movie by itself. Like, she only really has the mind control in the beginning, and then by the end she does get like the telekinesis and things like that. Hopefully her next appearance she'll have, like the pink powers instead of just like the Invisible Woman clear mirror wavy powers. But like I liked it quite a bit. Avery felt it was very Stranger Things, which I was like, that's fair. But
yeah,
I don't know. I liked it, and I think it's an interesting way to, mirror a villain for Peter Parker, where it's like this could have been him without an Aunt May, and I think that was really like emotionally, prevalent, and I think that was really strong, especially after the last one where, Green Goblin uses her righteous quest as like a negative thing against her, and it's like, no, that's always kind of her thing. And I think especially in a world of Peter Parker where he doesn't have the Uncle Ben and Aunt May is that for him, it works. And I think it adds a new layer to kind of what came before. Like it adds a new layer to that homecoming post-credit scene, and I think I think it may be her best performance as Aunt May, like in general. Like I think that was just really well done. And I think it's interesting because you kind of have two versions of that same character. Like you have her who is like what Peter could have been early on in his career, and then you have the Punisher, which is like what Peter could become if he doesn't join the world again, which is what the Punisher's been doing for a long time. And I think that like both of those characters kind of being ways he could have gone or ways he could go was just, I thought that was really, really good. I like that.
Did you ever think he was going to die?
Honestly, I thought he was.
I thought he would die maybe, and then this is where like the black suit gets introduced because like the eyes and everything. So I thought maybe like that would be what was actually doing the mutation. That's what's like that's how we find out it was the Venom the whole time. But I did like
Spider.
That's where I was like, oh, maybe. But I did like that she was like kind of breathing for him to keep him alive. I liked that.
Dude, when he was shot and the Punisher carries him to the hospital, it's like dead silent in my theater. Some guy starts cheering. And I'm just like, dude, this guy really wants the symbiote so bad. He was like, oh my gosh. But, oh my gosh. So I have a couple questions for you guys. When he picks up MJ and they go to that rooftop and they kiss, like something felt weird, and then all of a sudden it hits me and my stomach turns into a bag of bricks, and I'm like,
it's so good.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And she's like, touch her, Peter. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, like that, and that's I think where it's really good to see how it's matured over these 3 now 4 movies of like, if this was 2 movies ago, this was Far From Home and that same scene happened, like it would have cut to Ned being like bazinga in the background or something. like this lets it linger and sit with it, and it's like and that's like where it's matured, and I think it's mature with the audience. I think it's so much more impactful. And there were like gasps in my theater, and I think that was like really well done.
Yeah.
And I think it's probably Zendaya's best work as MJ, easily.
So good, because she like flips the switch. You can just see it in her eyes, and it was bellissimo.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question though. I mean, this is I guess later towards the back end of the movie, but a lot of people I've seen have been shipping Spider-Man and Jean Grey.
No, I feel like he's like a mentor.
I never thought of that ever.
No,
but I go online, and I guess maybe I'm just new to Twitter, but my goodness,
I think
crazy things I see in that stupid app. Oh my god!
Yeah,
people will just say the dumbest thing ever, and it'll get like 50,000 comments.
He's gonna end up back with MJ.
I think Gwen Stacy's coming sooner rather than later.
You think he'll end up with Gwen?
No, I don't think we'll end up with Gwen. I think Gwen Stacy or I think Felicia Hardy Black Cat is going to show up sooner rather than later, because I think if you do like a arc for Peter, it's like he'll end up with MJ again. But I do think he's got to accept the fact that like this movie was him accepting the fact that they won't be together, and so it's like now where does he go from there? And I think that is an interesting kind of weird place to go with the story. Also,
See,
you guys we all agree that Ned doesn't remember him, right? Like the ending.
No, I think he does.
No, I don't think he does at all.
There's
I think it's
no
him.
way, though.
It's him realizing like Peter is Spider-Man because of what
I don't
MJ
think
said
so.
in the. But then
That's
why would
what
he
should
remember
be.
and MJ
It
doesn't?
should be. That's how it should be.
That's definitely what it is. Is he realizes he's Spider-Man because of what MJ said earlier. He does not remember all the memories.
I think
I'd be a little
remembers-
bummed.
MJ remembers him though, right? We can all agree that
No.
MJ remembers him.
No.
No.
Oh my!
She says it like 20 times. She's like,
no one
no.
remembers him.
Not
No
at
one
the end
should
of the
remember
movie.
him.
Yeah, at the end of the movie, she doesn't
Guys,
remember him.
no.
Yeah.
We don't see her ever say that she doesn't know Spider-Man in the last 30 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, when they're in the thing, like she talks about like when she reads the letter. She's
yeah,
like,
but I'm
this
talking
isn't
about
me.
after post Jean Grey.
Oh, I don't think the
sucked
Jean
in
Grey
cups
thing
in New
did
York City.
anything. I don't think it's
I don't know.
anything.
She's the only one that's crying in
I
that
just
entire
think-
sequence. Why would they make her cry out of? Why would they have a tear falling down her face
That's
out of every single person in that
That's a
movie?
I think it undoes everything that was in this movie though. Like that's where
look,
it's
I
kinda
agree. I
lame.
agree. Why is she sitting on the rooftop of her school holding the necklace that he gave her if she
Well,
doesn't
because
remember
now she
anything?
knows that she's missing a whole part of her.
Why is Thor crying?
Yeah, great question.
I don't know. I
don't
think
think either of them remember, but I think obviously they
shouldn't.
both have emotional connections to it.
That would be very lame if they remembered who he was.
Yeah, I
That would
agree.
defeat the purpose of like this whole movie, I feel like.
Okay, if I think he's saying, "Oh, Peter," just because like he remembers the name of Peter, then I think it's like a terrible ending.
Well, no, it's him realizing that he's Spider-Man because it's like you're the guy who said your name was whatever 2 weeks ago, and then MJ called you like Spider-Man Peter, and he's like, "Hi, I'm Peter." I think that's definitely him being like, "Oh, you're Spider-Man."
I just think that's so silly, though. I don't
Why
know. And
though?
I don't know because at the end, I feel like
Crickets.
to me, it makes me feel so optimistic. Like, okay, like he did
Yeah, like they're
forget
gonna be
him.
buddies. They're gonna be buddies going forward. But like he doesn't remember all that
I guess, but it's like, how does he remember the handshake?
muscle memory.
See, like, I don't know. Like,
I'm on Hunter's side on this
Yeah,
one.
I think
And
it
that's okay.
definitely is
That's
just
okay.
like it's like a whoa, why do I know that kind of thing.
and that's okay. But I just see that as like
In the same way, MJ said like she felt like she was missing something for a long time, but she couldn't quite figure out what it is. And
But
like
that's
now
like
she
her.
knows.
Was
that wasn't
that
her,
her?
though. That wasn't her.
Yeah, that was Jean that said all that.
Yeah.
No, but didn't she say that earlier? Like,
Mm-mm.
No.
That was on the roof.
damn,
See, I'm just saying, like, to me,
Gene got me too.
I don't know. And again, like, and I'm not saying she like, and I know she said like, I don't know you, like, I don't love you, but in the same thing, like, before he runs off to like go find Jean, MJ's like, oh, like, Peter, be safe. Like, you're not just gonna tell some random person you don't care about to be safe. And I'm not saying like, I think
Well,
she is.
I think it's Spider-Man.
I don't know.
I think it
I'm
kind
with-
of I
I'm
think
with
the whole
Hunter.
the letter scene becomes deeply undercut if she's just like, oh, I do remember, by the way. Wanna date again? Like I think
Well, I'm not saying she remembers everything, but I think that like it kind of like got the wheels turning in her mind that she's like can slowly start to piece together more
Yeah.
of those memories and those events. I don't think it's like, oh, instantaneous, she remembers everything. But I think when Jean Grey kind of took over the city, I think it did allow her to connect with a piece of herself that she didn't know she could connect to prior to that event.
maybe. But then I just think that Ned would have remembered him immediately when she walked into the bodega.
Well, I got you. I'm just saying, like, I think it's still like wheels are turning. Like, I don't think it's like instantaneous.
I think it was
Maybe.
a spell. I think they're fully forgotten.
I think they
And
forgot.
I think, yeah.
I think it's better if they forgot, because I think you could set up some really interesting stuff going forward. Like maybe Spider-Man 5.
Then why
is
include
like
them
Peter
in this
trying
movie?
because of what it means for Peter. Like Peter was stuck in a rut because it's like his whole thing was like, I'll reconnect with them. And then he's got to realize like you kind of, while you could reconnect with them, like you got to also move on. Like it's time to move on. Like he's got to grow up and start a brand new day.
I don't know, but if he's gonna hang around Ned, like he's gonna be around MJ too.
My God.
No,
Get
but I
this
think
guy
that's the
out of
whole
here.
point. Is like that's what she says in the with the letter. It's just like, she appreciates and she's like, I get it, but she's like, that's not me. It's a little callback to a little movie called Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. At the end of that, when I Bet We Were Fun. Like it's
But
similar to that.
It's the
with
same person.
another character named Peter.
Ah.
I mean, but it is that, right? She's like, I get that this was us, but this isn't me. Like,
But if we're saying that Jean Grey is as powerful as she is,
well,
there's
maybe
no
Jean could
like,
restore
'cause
the
that-
memories,
she
but I don't
could
think
very
Jean
That's what I'm
did.
saying.
I just don't think
feel
she
like-
did.
Okay, that's fair, and I think that's just what we
So
disagree
that's what we're
on.
gonna have to find out in Spider-Man 5.
That comes out in like 5 years.
Spider-Man 5, the next day.
Yeah, a whole new day. It'd be good.
See, that's the thing where I'm like, okay,
Co-starring Felicia Hardy, Black Cat.
interesting. I'm very okay.
Because I think in a 5, you can almost spin it on its head. Like if you're right, like maybe she starts to remember, but maybe by that point Peter's moved on. Like maybe Peter's realized that's for the best. That if he just
Yeah, and that's fine. And
I think that's an
don't think they
interesting
have to,
way to flip it.
and they don't have to get back together. I think she could like slowly start to piece it together, and by then he's kind of already like moved on with his life.
Yeah.
But
And then where's my Harry Osborn? I need it.
Or Hobgoblin.
I mean, realistically though, like
Ned Leeds.
okay, Secret Wars is in what, a year and a half?
Yeah.
We're not going to get another Spider-Man movie until after Secret Wars.
I'm going to go with 2029. Mark your calendars, folks. July 2029. See you there.
I mean, that is so long.
I mean, it's only 3 years.
We
No,
will
I
be
know that, but,
27.
like-
I think if we're being real, like we'll see Tom Holland Spider-Man probably post-credit scene December. We'll see him again the following December in Secret Wars. Like I think he's probably gonna be one of the leads of Secret Wars. And then we'll see him, maybe sometime at 2029. So it's like you're gonna see him 3 more times in the next 3 years. Minimum.
Yeah.
And see, that's the funny thing. Like, he's not going to be in Doomsday.
No, but I think a post-credit scene
Yeah.
for sure.
That's the thing, though. Like, I'm
Because
so
Doomsday is
invested
big
in-
potatoes. He is literally small potatoes.
I'm so invested in Spider-Man,
Yeah.
but I'm just so disinterested in just about everything else that they have going on right now.
That's that's what we're gonna touch base on. But I do think in Secret Wars he gets the black suit, and then Spider-Man 5 he'll be in the black suit.
Yeah, it'd be tough.
It'd be pretty sweet.
Guys, I don't. And then we talked about the scene where he gets to stand outside the hospital.
Oh,
I thought it was wonderful.
Wait, the
It
what
was like
scene?
maybe
the
my
scene where he literally gets to hear all of the cheers, and he gets to stand in the crowd as they're like
Oh, yeah.
cheering
and then
for him.
Punisher gets to have his crying moment.
I love
Yeah, and then he waves.
Yeah, I like when it cuts back to him. He's like, great bit. John Bernthal, really great Punisher, man. He's
I
so
love
good.
John Bernthal.
He's so good in this role. Spider-Man 5, Daredevil, Matt Murdock. I like how you all have come around to my street level take on the MCU.
The MCU fans just need to finally accept that Daredevil's just his own thing. He's
him.
they're not bringing him in.
He's him. Daredevil's fighting the Hand before it was cool. Spider-Man's getting the round 2. But yeah, no, Spider-Man. I'm with you though, Jack. I think if you ask the average person of just like, hey, MCU, are you interested? They're like, yeah, I think so. It's like Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm in. Like, I want Spider-Man, which is why I think it is smart to do what they did in this, where like, you know, obviously this is making all of the money, but like we got a good Yelena tease. It's like, hey, you know, hey, where's Black Widow been? Like we get to see her in December. Like, we got a good Punisher tease. Like what's going on Disney Plus? Whoa, what's going on in drag racing in the streets? And then we got the X-Men, which are coming very soon. So like, I think using this as like a good setup for more stuff is smart, while also making it still feel like it's its own thing, which I think is great. So I agree. But I do think we're gonna get a lot of Spider-Man, and if the rumors are true, we are probably gonna see a Spider-Man in December. Probably not Tom Holland's, but there will be a Spider-Man.
I don't want to see a Spider-Man.
I want this. I want the Spider-Man.
I am so sick. I'm so sick and tired of them just being like, yeah, Shang-Chi was pretty amazing. But don't you remember Tobey Maguire from the early 2000s? Don't you want more of that?
We called the retirement home. We got him to bring the bus around, and here's Toby lacing up the cleats one more time.
Chris Evans is back.
I don't want a Spider-Man.
Bring me the Spider-Man.
Patrick Stewart, we got him. Guys.
Avengers.
Okay.
We need more activity.
Ian McKellen.
Don't care.
That's pretty
I
sick.
don't
Guys,
care.
they're
Blow
gonna-
up the earth. Incursion it right now. I don't want it.
I mean, I guess this is into the Doomsday trailer. I mean, I don't know if we've discussed this yet.
we can transition. Okay, let's do first real quick. Our numbers on Spider-Man Brand New Day. What do we give it out?
92.
I'm at a 90.
Ooh, 92. I'm also at a 90. I'm seeing it again Wednesday though, and it might go up. So Charles with our highest 92.
I saw it again this
All right, so
morning.
Doomsday.
Wonderful.
Better second time? Or it's the
I
same?
still enjoyed it. I think it's the emotional highs you get from the first one. I think it is hard to reach those again on the second viewing. But I think you'd like, my goodness, that suit is beautiful.
Stunning.
The way that it looks in the shadows and the light.
Yeah.
Oh
Real
my
nice.
goodness. I want to
Real
get one. I want to walk around in it, you know?
Oh, I want a suit so bad. Especially because Charles and I at Comic-Con, there was a lot of Spider-Mans, and I was like,
Oh, there were so many Spider-Man.
I felt so left out. I wanted to be a Spider-Man so bad. There was one dude as the Peter B. Parker with like the little
That's a
baby
good
in
one.
the front, and I was like, that's the one. That's the one you want to be, because that's such a casual look. Great look.
It's like a great dad Halloween costume too.
100%.
Yeah. So Jack, why don't you give your Doomsday thoughts, and then Charles and I can touch base on the extra trailer that we got to see. At
Yeah, I heard the extra trailer was pretty nice.
way better. Looks like
See-
two different movies better.
See, the Discord or the discussions I'm seeing online are people are like, why the heck did they release that first trailer instead of the second one? And that just makes me mad. I mean, the trailer I'm seeing, I'm like, all right, the team they have assembled for this guy, if they're gonna be like, up Stormbreaker,
cooked.
and he's just
They're
gonna be like,
cooked.
they're done, dude. If
So
if
done.
Doom doesn't show up and murk at least
we got
half of
Gambit
these
over here,
guys-
fellas.
bro.
It's like, what?
Bro, they did this Gambit and Shang-Chi face off, and I'm like, yes, Shang-Chi is back. And I'm just like, Gambit was cool in Deadpool, but like, are we really doing this? Like, am I supposed to get like, oh, like, no.
You're telling me
This
Gambit and the Red Guardian stand a chance?
Bro, they had
What?
Red Guardian in like a PJ onesie. Like, bro, how am I supposed to take, like, he's funny. He's a funny character. But then they have Doom here, and he's like, there are going to be some decisions that are very hard. And then Red Guardian's like,
Yeah, in his like,
bro, he's just standing in the most unserious outfit ever, guys.
when Thor pulls up,
Ant-Man's
it's like,
cooked.
oh my God.
Ant-Man's
Ant-Man's cooked. Captain America, new Captain America's cooked.
No, I think he'll survive.
I think for
Ian-
sure.
Ian
He'll
McKellen is cooked. Patrick Stewart is cooked. I think half the X-Men are going to get.
Dude, Thor pulled up to
Destroyed.
that like new Avengers Tower looking like when Jordan was on the Wizards. It was over. The
It's
Bulls,
the-
the days of the Bulls are over. It's a new NBA. It's over.
It's the Shaq in a Celtics uniform.
Spider-Man's Kobe over here on the west side, just dunking on everybody, and it's just Jordan over here on the Wizards looking sad and old. It's so.
And they had the Fantastic Four walking out of the tunnel. Like I was supposed to like cheer for them. I'm like,
oh my god.
Dude,
when one of your heavies is M'Baku, you're just like, no shot. you gotta know from the jump. Thor used
the
to
best
be
part
in
is
the big leagues, and he's looking around. He's just like, God, what happened?
And the best part is in the trailer, he addresses, I've had some incredible teams, and we've gone against villains that have scared me much less than this guy. And I'm like, bro, you are cooked.
Yeah,
like,
it's over.
Yeah, they're all done. They're all
they
gone.
better. I guess they're gonna have to bring in Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man because everyone else is gonna be dead within the first 30 minutes of this movie.
I think the difference makers are gonna have to be Sentry, Jean Grey.
Yeah, what's Yelena gonna do?
Nothing.
Dude, if I was Thor, I would have gotten to that little group meeting, been like, I'm sorry, gotta go, and just been banging on the door of the Sanctum Sanctorum, been like, Doctor, please.
Hello, please. And the funniest thing is, like, Yelena's like, yeah, big potato stuff, small potato stuff. But if I'm gonna recruit a team, I'm gonna pick Spider-Man over at least half of the Thunderbolts.
Especially with the man spider.
Guys.
Kind of.
Oh my god.
I have a guy with super strength, super senses. I would take him over.
I got a girl who kind of phases. It's like, what am I gonna do with Ghost? Yeah, Ghost is gonna one-shot Doom.
Sentry. I mean, Sentry bodied the entire team.
I do think it'd be very funny if the X-Men world just like exploded out in the first 5 minutes of this movie. Like that would actually it'd be a great bit if like they're selling like Ian McKellen is back. You've been waiting 25 years to see James Marsden as Cyclops. Immediately gets backhanded into dust. Like I would just be like, yeah, you know what? Yes, way better. Let's do this.
I mean, Ian McKellen, it looks like they pulled him like out of a hole.
Yeah.
Like,
he looks.
Ian McKellen is fantastic. He is still working. He has his I believe he has his Broadway show or his show in the West End. He just had a movie come out this past fall. Or not fall. I want to say
Oh, actually, he did a Steven Soderbergh movie that was apparently pretty
good. Yeah.
I mean, I love Ian McKellen.
No, I agree. But the way they have them dressed, I just like they have them in the wheelchairs here. It does not look good.
Yeah, they got Professor X like in a tracksuit. It's just
Professor X got worked by Wanda Maximoff, who is
if you're gonna
incredibly
call
powerful.
the X-Men, where is Storm? Come on, fellas.
They couldn't afford what's her name?
No.
What's her name? Halle Berry. They couldn't afford Halle Berry.
Yeah, because she's busy. Come on.
She was busy shooting Crime 101.
Yeah. Oh, great.
With
Thor.
Yeah.
And Hulk. Actually, a stronger Avengers team in Crime 101.
Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah. So the trailer that we saw at Comic-Con was far better, I will say. It looks a lot better. It really focuses on Doom's origin. So it is revealed that Doom is from the world of Fantastic Four. So he's from their universe. Okay. It is revealed that he obviously lost his son and wife. And that's kind of pushed him on this quest to avenge them, it seems. And it seems based on the, there's obviously a history with Reed Richards, which is like, hey, duh, as you should. But it seems like he is angry at all of these people for cheating death, basically, is what it sounds like. He's getting revenge for that, which I think is actually a great kind of concept, because it's just like the X-Men, especially this version of the X-Men, do just cheat death. We've seen Professor X die like 8 times on screen. And like I do think that's a good kind of bit, and it does explain, maybe some of the relationship between Steve Rogers, why he's coming back and stuff like that. And you do get some good moments with Doom and Reed Richards, which is just like, yes, this is the movie I would like to see, please. Shocking that was not the main trailer released for tickets. Like I really was surprised, because it's like, if you're gonna sell this movie, that should be the sell. Like you're selling Doom, and then if you're gonna do like a Comic-Con, like we're seals clapping, because that hand up. I was in that room clapping like a seal. I'm first to admit it.
Everyone was going to clap no matter what was shown.
That's where you show like the stupid team ups or the stupid like where it's like, wait, Mystique is turning into Florence Pugh. Like that's what you show the Comic-Con people. You show the story stuff to the regulars, and I think that is like an interesting way that they did it, where they almost reversed it. But the things that do get me excited was this trailer. The trailer that we saw at Comic-Con does get me very excited, and the other thing that got me excited was the Kevin Feige interview afterwards that I watched, which was him basically talking about how Infinity War was Thanos' movie. It really was. And he's like, that was the same thought process going into Doomsday. And that gets me interested, because if it's similar in that perspective, where it's Doom's movie and everyone else is kind of just there, I do think that this could work. And I do think, based on the track record of, Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, into Spider-Man, like, they've been on a bit of a heater. They've been running the ball. And I think that this just does feel like it's a bit of a desperation play. I'll say that. But I do think that they're not, from what I've seen at Comic-Con, they're not fumbling it that badly. I'll say that.
Okay. I have more confidence that I've heard that from you both moving forward. And honestly, I think it makes sense that they showed all the characters meeting up, because I feel like, unfortunately, that is what is going to get most people to buy tickets. They're going to see Channing Tatum back as Gambit, and they're like, oh, yes.
He finally made a name for himself.
Well, we'll see.
His name may be short-lived.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a moment when we were, I was on the plane coming back from Comic-Con, and the guy like 3 rows in front of me was watching The Suicide Squad. And there was the opening of that movie where like it's a different team, and then they all die and it goes to the real team. And I had a moment where I was just like, wouldn't that be interesting if they did the Suicide Squad in this, where like the whole thing is like the X-Men are together, like it's this group of Avengers, and then the Cell is like, just kidding, it's kind of this other group. And I think I don't know, I think that'd be kind of an interesting way to do it. And then maybe it's a longer form where it's like majority of the movie, and then if it does end with Doom winning and we go to Battle World, like maybe the last few minutes are like who's on Battle World going into Secret Wars, like who's ready to save the day, and it's Spider-Man, that's why he's off world at the end, post-credit scene, like maybe it is Doctor Strange and Wanda or whatever. But like, this does just feel like the small potatoes crew when you got the big dogs, just hanging out
on the
back
sidelines, seeing
where's Captain Marvel, where's she at, where's the Hulk? I don't know. I mean, Loki, I'm excited for Loki to be back. I like Loki.
Me too. Have you guys seen the theory that Steve is actually Loki?
No. I did see the theory that he was a Thor.
Interesting.
I saw that he was a Thor, and I also saw that he was the evil Steve Rogers.
Captain Hydra or something?
Yeah, the Captain Hydra, which I thought that was kind of interesting as well. So I don't know. I have a little bit more hope for Doomsday post Comic-Con. They sold me, hand up. Hook, line, and sinker. They handed out those little masks and everything, and I was hooked.
The masks, as soon as they handed out the masks, everyone in there was...
They looked awesome.
Yeah, we were buzzing.
I could imagine everyone in the entire room just like masked up.
Yeah, and then Robert Downey Jr. comes out
and
he's
electric.
like, would you like to join? He sounded a little bit like the evil Kermit in that second Muppets movie they did. But no, I don't know. I think... Obviously, they gave him a big check, but it does feel interesting that he did choose to come back post-Oscar when it felt like he could really go a new direction and redefine his career in the aftermath of being Tony Stark for 20 years. And the fact he came back does interest me.
Money talks, man.
It does, but I think if you're him, you have infinite money. And I think you always had that call on speed dial where it's like, if you made the phone call and were like, hey, Kevin, I want to be Iron Man again, like, they'll write the blank check. To come back as the villain, I think, is at least an interesting take.
I agree. I think he also has I think he's boys with Nolan now. He can just be like, hey, Chris, want to throw me in that next movie?
Did you know Nolan saw that news when it first dropped and was just like, what? What?
This is
I
what
just
you're
saw
doing
Christopher
with
Nolan
this?
fall to his knees in a Whole Foods.
Yeah, exactly. But some other Comic Con news outside of Doomsday, we got our Goss God reveal as Ghost Rider, which was very cool. The crowd pop was just, my God, great crowd pop for that one. And then the audible cheer from many, including Charles, and the pit in my stomach that formed when they said directed by the only man who could do it. And Sean Levy waddled out there. Oh my God. It was the most opposite reaction that Charles and I could have had, where he was pumped. And I was just like, you gotta be joking.
I can see you both having
I
your
was
Doom
so
masks
fired
on.
up.
Your Doom mask on, and Charlie's just like, oh, and you're just,
Yeah.
I was so jazzed.
Chuck was having a day. Between this and Matchbox, Chuck was having a day.
I was
he
giddy
could
in my
not lose.
seat.
Yeah, he could not
I was
lose.
giddy.
But the Sean Levy pick is about as safe gets. But I don't know.
This keeps happening to you.
it makes it all that more important to see how Star Wars is.
That's what I was gonna say. The one thing it does
It's got to
make
be
me interested-
good.
Clearly, there's some, because Kevin Feige did say on stage he's seen the Star Wars movie that he made, and so clearly there's a bit of confidence there, which is interesting. But it just shocks me because Sam Raimi literally said he wants to make more Marvel movies, and it's like, brother, you got Sam Raimi on deck, and you don't let him make Ghost Rider. Like, what are you talking about? Crazy town.
I think you guys will be left with eggs on your face after you see what Levy cooks.
The
up
most
for us.
3.5 star banger I'm about to plop on the timeline.
It's going to be awesome.
My God, what a yeah. What song? What Backstreet Boys song is he gonna ride off to in the post credit scene?
No, let's do another version of The Middle. Let's go, James.
They should just make Drive again, but he's just on fire the whole time.
I'm kind of into that.
Hang on a
I
second.
could do that.
Yeah, I could be in on that. And then the other big piece of news is we got our new Black Panther, and all I could think about when that happened was Jack is pumped.
Dude,
Jack is pumped.
That's
your guy.
Excited. I was so excited, dude. I literally was on a walk on the beach with my family, and I knew that the panel was happening, but I'm like, all right, I'm gonna leave my phone so I'm not like refreshing it. I was also just kind of like, I'm invested, but like, I'm not like over the top, or there wasn't any massive news I was anticipating. I was maybe expecting a new trailer, but then I came back to my phone and I'm like refreshing. I'm like, oh my gosh, like the Ryan Gosling news, and I was like, oh boy. And then I saw David Johnson. I was like, you know, like the meme of who's the WWE guy where he's like sitting in the chair and he's like,
Oh,
yeah, that was me. Like, I saw Ryan Gosling. I was like, whoa, oh my gosh. And then it was David Johnson, and then my chair just fell over. I was like, I cannot believe that they were able to pull him in for this project. I think he is incredible.
Really great.
Like,
No, really, really great. I'm very excited.
I'm interested how they're going to handle it. I mean, but with that being said, it sounds like a lot of people wanted Damson Idris, and a lot of people are upset that they didn't pick him. But to be honest,
well, hey, Blade's open now, so
I don't think they're coming back to Blade for a while. That relationship is
we'll touch on that in a little bit.
gone. But man, if anyone listening is not aware of Mr. David Johnson, you can
Watch The Long Walk.
Literally, The Long Walk is perfect because he is this optimistic individual, but then he's so emotionally grounded in this story. He is phenomenal. And then Alien Romulus is just this mechanical, robotic individual. Like, I was stunned. That was like the first project I ever saw him in. He was incredible. And then I watched The Long Walk, and I was like, all right, like, this guy is legit. And then I watched Ride Lane, which is this rom-com. Stylistically, it is just one of the more unique rom-coms I've ever seen. But he's great. He is so good. Wasteman came out this year. It's now available to rent on Apple. I haven't watched it quite yet. I've heard he's great in that too. But I have no doubt in my mind that he is going to be a fan favorite. Obviously, he has massive shoes to fill, but I think out of basically any actor they could have chosen to do this, this is the best choice.
No, I think it's a really good choice. And when they brought Coogler out and he talked about how they're actually going to do it on film, I think is sweet. And I think it does speak to at least the idea that they have behind this movie and then the confidence Coogler has in it. Because after Sinners, I mean, he has a blank check. Like, buddy, you can do whatever you want. And the fact he's like, no, I want to come back to a franchise. I want to come back to the MCU. And it seems like his big thing is like, hey, I want this on film. It's like, all right, that's awesome. Like, let's see what you got. And I think that's really, really cool. I do think it's the first film. No, second. It's the second one on the slate right now, post Secret Wars, which I think is really cool. So I'm very excited for this new Black Panther 3.
They're doing a good job of reeling me in post Doomsday and Secret
Yeah,
Wars.
they got you.
I mean, I guess now we're heading into the more Marvel casting news. I don't know.
Yeah, we can move into that. Yeah, no, actually, it's funny. Charles and RJ and I leaving the thing, leaving the panel, we're just like, they got us hook, line, and sinker. Like they got us. There's no fight left in this dog. Like I roll over. They got me.
Did you guys also see? Did you guys see Ryan Reynolds in his suit?
Oh yeah, we did.
Did you see?
Yes,
him
we did.
Before he went in, or like?
No, we were in the.
Before, like,
he went around
already.
We were in the hall all day, but it was funny because the color of his suit he posted was Jean Grey. Was like the Pantone of his suit, and then it does seem like they're setting him up for Secret Wars as well. So it's sounding like Secret Wars is going to be Tom Holland, Ryan Reynolds, and then the heavy hitters Avengers, which is just like, just print the money now. Like that's the one. That's the one. So, but no, we can get into some casting. Two cancellations before we get into casting. Blade is officially canceled, which I think we all kind of knew, right?
Yeah.
We all were like, we didn't expect Blade to come back. Happen.
It's a bummer though.
I think we all suspected, yeah.
And then Wonder Man, which is very disappointing because I loved Wonder Man. I really recommend it if you haven't seen Wonder Man. But it's disappointing because they announced season 2 was coming and then they just canceled it. So it's like, that's really kind of a shame. But I do think this ties to a larger thing that people are not talking about, which is the only thing right now on the calendar to come out on Disney Plus is Daredevil season 3. It's already filmed, so it's happened. But nothing is filming or planning to be filmed soon. Oh, and Vision Quest, but already completed filming. I think the Disney Plus Marvel days are over. Like, I think that's just something we have to accept. I think that they might do like those special presentations like they did with the Punisher. But outside of that, I think it's just Dunzo, which I think is a good call. Also for Star Wars too, it's looking like as well. So I think it's good. But let's get into X-Men. All right, so we have one confirmation so far. Samara Weaving is Emma Frost. Yeah. Chat, I'm thinking, yeah. How about it?
Yeah.
Samara Weaving, how about, yeah. I think so.
Where's she
I'm thinking that's pretty cool.
Ready or Not 2. That's all I'm familiar with from her. But
I don't think I've seen anything she's in.
she's great. She's the highlight of those movies.
Yes. So according to Deadline, they have actually been doing casting all summer long, as well as James Bond has been doing casting all summer long. So that's pretty cool. And so looking at it right now, she's the only confirmed one so far, but we have quite a bit of rumor mill happening. And so there's some bigger ones. So do you want to do maybe one of the bigger ones first?
Mr. Magneto. Who is rumored to play Mr. Magneto?
Oh, I don't have that in front of me. Do you have that in front of you?
Adam Driver.
Let's see.
I've seen
Adam Driver.
I have seen, and I'm not, again, this is speculation. I've seen several rumored reports that Adam Driver is in consideration to play Magneto.
Whoa.
That'd be interesting.
Again, this is not confirmed, but I've seen several people on social media make videos about it. I've seen.
I saw he might be Mr. Sinister.
I didn't see that.
Oh, so
but I guess you can start with Rogue.
Rogue. Yes. So Rogue is allegedly Kaylee Spaney. another alum of that Alien Romulus movie, and the most recent what was that?
Beef.
Knives Out and Beef. Yep. And then Beast is also rumored, and it's Charles Melton, who was also
You
in
might
Beef
know him from
with
Riverdale,
Kaylee
Charlie.
Smith. Yeah, the Riverdale guy, who was in that one weird movie with
Oh,
May
who's
December.
that? Yeah, that was a
Julianne
weird
Moore.
movie.
Yeah, he was phenomenal.
It's a great pull right there.
Yes, sir.
And then the other one is Cooper Hoffman as Cyclops, which I actually quite like that one. I think that's a very interesting pick.
I don't know any of these.
Here's a guy who doesn't know ball.
Sorry.
They're just like, let's just try and.
What if some guy at Marvel was just like, what if we
Olsen.
made the X-Men hot? And I was just like, yeah, what if we did do that?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, yeah, we should do that. I gotta say, all of this, Spider-Man hype, Doomsday hype, going into the X-Men, and like clearly the X-Men are like the next big thing. It's tough being a DC guy right now. It's tough to poke my head out of the bunker. It's just I'm looking over at my boy DC. I'm looking at James Gunn. I'm like, what you got for me? He's like, could I interest you in a Gorilla Grodd TV show? And I'm just like, I'm like, buddy, you gotta get me a little better than that. Like, you gotta do something for me. And it's rough. It's rough. And then the other big rumor, and it's a rumor directly from her, is the girl from Obsession wants to be Mystique.
Indy Never Ready. Yes.
Yes, wants to be Mystique, which is pretty sweet. So, the X-Men is heating up.
Crazy.
I think it's rumored that movie will be 2028, the big May 2028 movie. So post Secret Wars, which would be pretty cool. So yeah, I'm thinking that that's heating up pretty quick. The rumor is we'll find out at D23, which I think is about 3 weeks away, who actually are the X-Men. So,
oh baby,
that's heating up. Anything else on the X-Men front we want to touch on?
Not me.
All right, sounds good. Last up is 3 trailers. I mean, if we got anything else we've been watching or anything. Ted Lasso season 4. Do we care? I'm out. I don't care.
I did not watch this because I haven't.
Do you care,
seen
actually,
seasons
Jack?
1 through 3.
I'm in.
I
haven't seen
this
this
is
one.
kind of sad. Can I say this is sad?
That's
This feels
okay.
like the high school alumni coming back after they graduated.
little-
I'm just like, Mrs. Smith, remember me? I was in your homeroom last year. It's just like
It's a little
buddy.
strange because I feel like Apple has come out with some very promising projects. So it's like it's kind of weird for them to go back on one that they kind of already closed the book.
Yeah,
They don't need
Well, I
to.
mean, it's 2 guys who sat through the Apple panel. We agree. I'm wearing my Apple TV shirt actually right now. Let's see.
It was a great panel. They have a ton of very
As an Apple
good
TV
projects.
shirt guy, as a person who owns his Apple
They
TV
have great
shirt.
projects.
I'm with you. I think they did a great job closing that story. But with that being said, it's going to happen whether I want it to or not.
Yeah.
And I love Ted Lasso
And you'll consume
so
damn right.
much. And look, I'm going to consume it, and if it's bad, it is what it is. That's all I'm going
It
to say.
feels to me like when I watch cable, which is not often, and they have like those commercials for like T-Mobile, and it's like half of the Office crew together, and you're just like, come on, guys, like you couldn't have found something else to do, and they're just
I'm
like,
gonna
no,
give it a
this. I don't know.
I
Hey,
feel like
let me
Jason
know.
Sudeikis
Let me
has
know.
he's been a very vocal. He's been very vocal about his support of women's sports, so I'm very interested to see how he does this. You
Yeah.
know. So
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
we'll see.
The other big trailer coming to Apple TV October 9th, Matchbox the movie, one of Charles's most anticipated of the year. Charles, how are you feeling about Matchbox the movie? You got to see John Cena himself introduce this to you.
How'd you guys
This
do
is screaming 3.5
how'd you
star
guys see
banger.
him?
It's actually a great call. It's a great call.
How did you guys see John Cena? Sorry, Charlie, I cut you off.
No, that's
So
okay.
this is a 3.5 star banger.
It's screaming 3.5 star banger.
Okay.
It's like shocking how much they're like. It goes like a minute, and it's just like. Also, this movie's about Matchbox. Remember Matchbox cards, and then it just keeps going, and it's like, we're the Matchbox kids, and it just keeps going. This feels like a spec script for like a, I don't know. Just
During this bit, wasn't he like, yeah, I just need to like keep talking so we can like turn the trailer on or something?
Yeah, that was like his whole bit was just like, it was in front of him like how long he had left before like the trailer would run.
Yeah, and it was very silly, very goofy, but
it looks better than I thought it would, and I think that's
okay.
Hands up to Sam Hargrave, who I really like as a director. I mean, if you like the Extraction movies on Netflix, which are awesome, currently the third one's filming right now, which is why he couldn't be there. Really big fan of those, but I don't know, just like a Matchbox movie
it's a Charlie pick.
It's hard to know,
which is a bad indication. That's a weak indicator of a bad movie that I picked as one of my most anticipated
of the year. Are you still anticipating it? Like, are you still very excited for it? Oh.
No.
Oh no. He introduced it to you himself, and you're not excited for it.
Like, it looks funny. If it makes me laugh, I'll enjoy it. But I don't think anything else is going to make me enjoy it.
Okay, fair enough.
Depends how the comedy hits.
Okay, all right.
I honestly give it a ceiling of 3.5 stars.
What if it has the same humor level of Ricky Stenicki?
Oh my god,
I would not be thrilled.
The greatest movie ever, Ricky Stenicki.
What a flick, guys! What a film.
Yeah. Oh, actually, there's another trailer before we get to the last one. Jumanji, open world. Did you guys see this one before your Spider-Man showing?
Dude,
I did. Terrible.
So, oh my lord. The fact it's coming out the week after Doomsday and Dune. The Rock, what happened, man? What happened? You used to be somebody.
Then you shot Smashing Machine, and now
He still is. He's gonna be in the Martin Scorsese movie. Trust.
We're holding out hope.
Trust.
I guess.
I believe in Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I don't.
Dude, the funniest thing was that I took my family to go see Spider-Man Brand New Day. And some of the trailers that were playing before that movie, my goodness. They're like, Jack, are you gonna go see that one? Like, that one looks really good. Obviously, there were some trash trailers there. But the worst part was every time I watched the Jumanji trailer before Spider-Man, today and Thursday, my theater was just cackling. They were loving it. They were eating it up. They're like, yes, another Jumanji movie.
Do you know how much money those Jumanjis have made?
It's insane. We
Charles. How much do you think the first of the Rock Jumanjis made? So 2017, Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle.
My gut is saying 600 million.
They're billion-dollar movies, Charlie.
962. All right, so now we're in 2019. I think this has a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. Jumanji: The Next Level. How much?
I'm gonna stick to it. 600.
$800 million. So now Jumanji open world, baby. Hey, don't forget Aquafina's in this one. Let me tell you something. Oh, brother. What I really liked about this Jumanji is when the Jumanji came out of the world and they also went back into Jumanji. So it was like a double Jumanji in one Jumanji trailer. I liked that quite a bit. Just come on, guys. Come on. They act like we remember these characters too. They're like, it's Dr. Bravestone, and you're just like, okay.
Well, then there was like some scene with like the mom or something. And I'm like, am I supposed to remember the mom?
Yeah, what? And then Danny DeVito's just like, remember we were both
Wait
him?
a second. Who are you?
Yeah. Yeah, Danny DeVito's like, yeah, we were both this guy. I was like, you were? When did that happen? In the last one? I don't remember these at all. Oh, brother. So yeah, that's coming out.
December has
I'm
an
sure
incredible
we'll
shot
lovely review.
December actually has a really good chance of being like one of the highest like box office months.
This was the highest box
ever.
office weekend ever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, the
Which is
Doomsday
crazy
and
town.
the Doomsday and
I
Doom
gotta see who's
weekend have a
directing this
chance,
thing,
right?
Jumanji. Yeah.
But like,
Jake
I mean, think about it.
It's
In
written by
December,
Jake Kasdan.
I think late November, you have the Hunger Games movie coming out. So that's going to creep into a little bit to December sales. And then you'll get Dune, Doomsday, Jumanji. And then maybe we can be blessed with Anaconda too. Right?
All right. Let me let me set the tone here really quick for you for Jumanji. Ready? So this Jumanji is directed by a guy named Jake Kasdan. All right. He also directed most recently Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, it's the first one, Jumanji The Next Level, and then a little flick, I don't know if you guys are familiar with, called Red One. That's right.
Oh,
That's
baby.
Right. He's back, baby. Jack O'Malley has a non-zero chance of cameoing in this movie.
See, I saw Oppenheimer in 70 millimeter, and I'm just like, they have to experience Jumanji, A New World in IMAX. Like, it has to be in IMAX.
Yeah. Can I watch it on 35 somewhere? What's going on? Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, this is great. You guys are going to love this. You guys are going to love this.
Rock been doing?
So earlier this week, I posted saying that they should do a Dune re-release in IMAX.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Put both of them out in theaters, so people who are new fans or haven't seen one of them
Love
in
to.
IMAX can go see it before. Yeah. Someone in my comments
So we got to
goes,
start the Jumanji thing.
someone in my comment, yes, it'll get back to Jumanji. Someone goes, this is a bad idea. We won't be able to see other movies in IMAX if it takes up that space. I don't respond. I'm like, I don't really want to get into that because I just disagree with that so much. And someone goes, like what? And this dude has the audacity to say Jumanji. Bro.
Oh my god. It's just, you know what's going to be awesome? And I'm going to have to do it. I think Christmas Day, you got to do the Jumanji werewolf double feature.
Dude.
I mean, I think you and somehow I think you almost have to go.
You don't.
Werewolf
You don't
second
have to.
to-
You don't
to
have
clean-
to. I'm going to cut
you
you off.
do,
You don't
to
have
clean
to.
the slate.
You do not
To clean the
have to.
slate. I
In
think
fact,
you
I'm going to
do.
go as far to say is you should not.
Oh my
I
gosh.
think you do.
The best part is the difference between the crowds has to be hilarious. I mean,
Ugh.
I remember seeing Nosferatu opening night Christmas last year. Dude, I think I was the only person wearing a very light color in the entire theater. Like everyone was dripped out in black.
Oh yeah,
And I imagine going to
vibe
Jumanji.
I did not like.
Oh my gosh. But then you go to Jumanji. I mean, it's going to be the same thing with Werewolf. You go to Jumanji and it's just going to be super bright graphic tees.
Chicken jockey. Yeah. So I'm looking at the IMAX slate for the rest of the year to see maybe we could fit it in. So End of Oak Street is in about 2 weeks, so that actually looks pretty good. Then the Dog Stars, which I think is going to be a stinker.
That's
and
a Brad Pitt
then
movie, right?
no, it's the other dog movie, which is the one with what's
Both I'm
Jacob
not very
Elordi,
interested in.
the Ridley Scott Jacob Elordi one.
Oh yeah, with what's her name from?
Yeah, with Margaret Qualley
Qualley.
and Josh
Margaret
Brolin.
Qualley.
Yeah, and then Resident Evil, which I think actually is gonna be great. Digger, which comes out in October. Street Fighter, also October, and then end the year very strong with Godzilla, Hunger Games, and Dune. So,
My God.
pretty pumped for that.
Is Godzilla December 2?
It's November.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's
guys.
November 6th.
I'm salivating.
Actually, we have a
Yeah,
very
shit.
strong end of year. I'm very excited about it.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna get a stretch of Godzilla, Hunger Games, Dune, Doomsday.
Also, all the Hunger Games are going back to theaters.
Werewolf.
If anyone's interested in those,
I know.
I might go see the first one again.
Some of the Harry Potters are coming back too.
I think they all are.
Dude, it's
My theater near me is doing a full day. Like you can go in, they do them in order, like all day. You can just sit there all day.
being an A-lister has never been harder. They're like, yeah.
Oh,
we're doing a re-release 2 months from now.
A-list. I think I may no longer be an A-lister because of where I live. I think now that I've moved, I may no longer be an A-lister. I think I might be jumping ship to my local theater chain. They have a program as well.
Do they also have jalapenos for sale?
Do they also what?
Do they have jalapenos for sale?
No, but they do more food options, which I can report back on.
Ooh.
I may join you, Hunter.
Who are you jumping to?
Where might you be going?
I gotta look into it, but there's a theater that will be near my new place called.
Oh my god, you bet to Cinemark.
Music Box? Music Box?
It's not. No, I'm not close to Music Box.
Oh my goodness.
Where is it?
It's okay, guys. I'm double dipping right now.
It's called
Yeah, you
Landmark Theaters.
Oh,
Landmark is great. Landmark is a good time. They have it's a very intimate theater. At least mine is. The theaters. That's where I saw Frankenstein. Because it's probably a theater of like 30 people, give or take.
Okay.
But the experience you have, it feels very.
Oh, I've heard of these. It's like the food.
They're quite
one.
nice. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Some are different than others. I guess it depends on the previous
Charles,
theater.
I'm liking this for you.
The space they get.
Oh, they do films. They do film series. That's pretty cool. Ooh, I'm liking this. Ooh, Charles. Whoa, Charles. $6. August 12th, Days of Thunder. Also $6. Blade Runner, August 19th, and Blade Runner 2049, August 26th. Chuck, you got to be going to Blade Runners.
I like
That sounds sweet.
So I will be investigating, but it's cheaper than AMC A-list, and it looks like you get a little bit more out of it.
Maybe we can have a day where you guys have like hats and we can do the decision. You know, you're
Yeah.
like, I will be committing to
I am committing.
Landmark Theaters.
That'd be pretty great.
Sad day, fellas. Sad day.
I know.
Are you still gonna?
Well, my other issue is this. So the AMC near me is dealing with IMAX, but it's technically a LIMAX theater, so it's not true IMAX. And so while it is included in my A-list subscription, I'm also very aware of like what I'm getting, if that makes sense.
I don't even have.
So
an
I'd
IMAX.
rather. Yeah, you do.
Just a Dolby.
You have a 70 millimeter down
You
the
have a
street.
centimeter right there.
That's a Cinemark.
It's okay.
Oh, it's okay.
Cinemark subscriptions aren't great. I will say that.
No, I actually had I had a Cinemark and a A-list for a summer, and one was clearly superior.
Yeah, because Cinemark is just like, hey, here's a $10 ticket. You're gonna pay $10 for your membership.
Yeah. There you go. It's like what? Charles, I'm looking at Landmark Theater's website right now. They do have jalapenos, so you're good.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. I'm checking.
Hunter. But you still have your tickets for La La Land at AMC, right?
I do. I'm not ending yet. I'm thinking of maybe ending later in the year.
Okay.
But I'm just putting it out there.
Dude. Hunter, you're muted. Hunter.
Every time you can see him say, "Dang it!"
It's like the Riddler meme. Does he know? He doesn't know. Oh no.
I'm open to all offers.
Hunter, dude, when you go see La La Land in theaters, you're gonna have to get jalapenos on your popcorn. It just
you actually will. You actually will.
Jalapeno.
And on my icy. There's a the theater I'm thinking of switching to has a director series going on right now of Ridley Scott, August 20th, Gladiator back in theaters.
Oh,
Do you think they might put Napoleon back in theaters too?
I sure hope
I'm
not.
really hoping. I would like to revisit that one.
Just maybe I missed something the first time around. I gotta see his director's cut. One night only though.
Director's cut is needed.
This week, one night only. You guys excited for that?
I know.
The
I actually had an
movie where it's
opportunity.
Like, hey guys, it's The Purge, but with sex. It's like, whoa, hang on, what?
I was able to see that 2 weeks, or had the opportunity to see it 2 weeks ago. But because I was out of town, I couldn't go.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Was it like? Oh, I guess you wouldn't know. I was about to say, was it good? But you don't know.
No, there. I had the opportunity to go.
Yeah.
But I couldn't go because I was out of town. So
sorry.
It was a bummer.
Yeah, it's okay, man.
You guys still haven't seen the invite.
No, I'm actually. So this week, Avery's on a little work trip most of the week. So I'm already doing Spider-Man on Wednesday, but I'm thinking of doing the invite and the I Want Your Sex movie, which looks pretty good. So I'm thinking of doing a double Olivia Wilde Monday, Tuesday.
Sounds wild.
Triple feature week. Whoa. Last trailer. So sorry. Last trailer. Almost forgot. Lanterns. Sorry, DC. Just keep forgetting about you. What do we like? I think the lanterns look pretty good. I actually thought this trailer looked pretty good.
I thought it looked good.
I'm interested in lanterns. I'll be watching.
Yeah, all eyes are on DC.
Yeah, this show's got some pressure on it.
Everyone has been doubting you, DC. What will you do in response, DC?
Is the gun
How will you
jammed?
step up? How will you step up, DC?
Yeah, listen, I got my Supergirl Steelbook ordered, and let me tell you, as the only person who's ever pre-ordered that, I deserve a personal phone call.
That's
James
horrible.
Gunn.
That's so bad.
I deserve a phone call, James Gunn, and I'll help you through this.
You're just burning money now.
Well, listen, it's going to be a collector's item. It's going to be one sold to me, and it's going to be worth a lot more in a few years.
It's just like a collector's item. Someone will be willing to pay $7.
Yeah, that Lobo popcorn bucket. All 12 that sold are really running up already.
I think there's still Lobo popcorn buckets at the theater that I visited.
Give it a few weeks, probably hand them out for free. They'll be like, it comes with your popcorn for free, and you're like, I'm good, pal. I'm good.
Isn't it crazy the world that we lived in when I was able to get the Batman popcorn bucket for like 50% off?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Like that would sell out.
Did anyone have any movies they watched this last week that they wanted to talk about, or any physical media pickups? I only had one physical media pickup I could showcase a little bit. Also, I'm up to Guardians 2 in my MCU rewatch on my road to Doomsday.
My goodness, you're flying.
I know. This week is Spider-Man Homecoming, so double
He's
Spider-Man.
flying.
They fly now.
I watched a lot of movies, actually.
Charlie, would you like to take it away?
In the 2 weeks since we have last touched base on what we've watched, I have watched 6 movies, 3 of which were yesterday. I watched Wet Hot American Summer, 1.5 stars. Did not really care for this one. Didn't think it was all that funny. Kind of thought it was dumb. I don't really know what I was expecting.
Bad take.
Right. Then I watched Dee Dee on the flight to San Diego. No, from San Diego. I loved it. I gave it 4.5 stars. I thought it was very relatable. Appreciated it a ton. Texted a couple buddies like, you got to watch this movie. It's so good. Yeah, loved it. Then I watched Eternity. Really liked Eternity. You guys have both seen it. She made the right call. We all agree, right?
Yeah, big time. Big time.
Cool. Then I watched Almost Famous. I've had this on my watch list for probably like 2 years.
Great movie.
It was fun. It was a good time. Very cult classic-y.
Yeah.
Like I could understand why someone would be like, "Oh, that is the movie. Like that is my movie." I gave it 4 stars. Really enjoyed it. Then I was with my cousin, and we opened up Peacock and see Obsession right there at the front. I turned to him and I go, should we? He's like, yeah, let's do it. Like, all right, cool. I haven't watched a horror since, well, I guess Sinners, but I don't really count that. Gave it 3.5 stars. I was petrified.
Charlie,
We got a lot.
what type of environment did you watch this movie in? Were the lights out?
No, it was daytime.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm just glad you watched it. I'm just glad you watched it.
Yeah, it was unhinged. Very disturbing stuff. And the entire time, like my cousin and I were just like, oh, like what? So yeah, watched that, and then obviously Spider-Man. So 6 movies.
Did you like Obsession? Like, I know horror's not your thing, but like Obsession, did you? I know you gave it 3.5, but like, did you enjoy it, or were you just kind of like, oh man, like I appreciate aspects of it, but this is very much just not for me?
I would say I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I don't know if I would ever seek. So the thing about this is it was less jump scary and more just kind of like disturbing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
Which I'm more okay with.
Yeah.
Than I am like a jump scare. Like
I don't like a jump scare.
I hate jump scares.
Yeah, I don't like that.
This one though, I thought was pretty manageable, and I enjoyed it. But I would say this is probably like as far horror as I can probably handle.
Okay. Hunter, have you seen Obsession?
No, actually, Avery and I are planning on watching it this week.
You guys have some great flicks lined up.
It's something. It's something, man.
Yeah. I'm very excited.
Dude,
Go ahead.
I went on a heater in July. Like, I think I watched like at least 20 movies.
Oh, jeez.
Little rapid fire action.
Guys, okay. I watched My Neighbor Totoro, Voicemails for Isabel, 13 going on 30, Ponyo, Grand Budapest Hotel, Whiplash, Howl's Moving Castle, Midsommar. Wasn't as big of a fan of as most people like. I saw Tony.
I'm excited for Tony.
I thought it was solid. I don't know if I'd go see it again, but it was solid. Saw The Odyssey twice. The Worst Person in the World. Solid flick. I don't know if.
Renee Resba.
Yes. Barry Lyndon. That was my blind
pickup.
Criterion sale. Fantastic. Everyone's like,
Say
oh,
that
it looks
again.
like every single shot looks like a painting. It does.
They're right. Good call.
I'm someone that likes to go to a museum and just kind of like sit, and like walk through and stare at the paintings. Like,
yeah,
I get to do that from my couch. It's incredible. 3 hours, would highly recommend. Okay. Then I watched Primal Fear. The Player. Princess Mononoke. Other guy.
The Player.
Robert Altman.
Yeah.
What?
What's
Yeah.
his name from Shawshank?
Yes.
Tim Robinson.
Dude, I tried
Tim
to watch
Robinson.
that 2 days ago, and he was like, "No," and so we watched "I Love You, Man" instead. I was like, "What are we doing?"
Dude,
My
or Tim
roommates
Robbins.
watched The Player
Tim Robbins, not
like
Tim
a month
Robbins.
ago, and they hated it.
The Player?
Yeah, they were just like, it's the most boring, nothing happens movie ever.
Well, I thought it was hilarious because it's like
They're not
it's this
cinema guys.
it's this studio exec, and basically the entire time it's just like throwing. It's like making a joke out of what they do, right? Like, and how hypocritical they are and the decisions that they make.
It's a bit of a comedy. Heard of it?
I mean, it is. It's a satire on Hollywood as a whole, right? Like, I don't know. I thought it was really good. I really liked Tim Robbins. I thought he was great in this. I thought it was funny. It's very like stylistic. I said the movie has this very like unique swagger to it, and it feels like a picture. You know what I'm saying?
It's cinema, baby.
Yeah. And then Princess Mononoke, The Other Guys, Coco, The Jerk, Caddyshack. I rewatched No Way Home. I give it 4 stars still. The first hour of that movie, my gosh, it is not good. But the final hour and a half, my goodness, cinema. Heavyweights. Have you guys seen Heavyweights?
Yeah, Ben Stiller.
Oh,
Great Ben
Rock,
Stiller.
dude. That is like one of the best Ben Stiller characters. He's just so unhinged, and he's at this like fat camp. It's absurd. Absurd. Have you not seen it, Charlie?
I haven't seen it, no.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. Then I watched The Graduate.
Ooh, here's to you, Mr.
And-
Robinson.
Yes. And then I watched The Last of the Mohicans, and I can break the tie between Charlie and
Yes,
Hunter.
dude, The Last of the Mohicans is good.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's not.
Dude, it's
so bad.
and I think
come
it's a
back for
movie
you.
if I watch it again,
It's so good.
It's so
Well,
bad.
dude,
And
I
he
love
just
the
like
part
nose dives out of the waterfall. It's so sick.
I love how then like at the end of the movie, they're like, "No, I'll step in. I'll be burned to death." And Duncan does it, and then they burn Duncan, and I'm just like, "Yes,
Yeah.
they
here we go.
finally killed this guy."
Let's go.
I thought he rocked though.
It does. It does rock.
I think he'd get better on a rewatch too.
Good take.
Hunter, I'm sorry, it took up a lot of time, but
No, hey, I've been really been doing my Marvel rewatch, getting through stuff. I don't know if you guys have this problem, but like I go on HBO Max to like, or like I go through my little collection here to find something to watch, and I want to watch something like high class cinema, and then Avery's like, but I'm kind of in a silly, goofy mood, and so then we watched a lot of just silly, goofy things. Like I Love You Man, finished Star Wars Part 2 again today. That was
nice.
I've been trying to watch, more high class cinema, but I watched Heat on the plane. Really liked, just Heat's awesome. Heat's so good. X-Men 97 is really good. It's been pretty good so far. And then my physical media pickup, which was a real sexy number, if I say so myself. It's the Stranger Things complete.
Oh,
Yeah, Steelbook. I still haven't got it out of the Saran wrap yet. I'm a little worried about that, but it is here, 4K. I did do the 4K upgrade, so excited to dive into this one. Maybe towards the fall, do a little rewatch season 1. So yeah, pumped for that. 2 reasons I really wanted to buy it. Number one, really like Stranger Things, even though this last season was a little, whatever. But I'm trying to support Netflix when they do physical releases, because it's like, hey guys, give me some more of those. I want some physical releases of your stuff. You got some good stuff. Extraction, one day. Knives Out, one day. I'll get those.
at least we got Frankenstein.
Yeah, I guess so.
Criterion.
I have Knives Out.
No, but 2 and 3.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. 2 and 3. Maybe Criterion will come through when it's all said and done. Do the Knives Out quadrilogy or whatever it ends up being. So yeah, that's it. Next week we have that Callum Turner, Monica Barrero one from Will Gluck. Shout out Will
One
Gluck.
night only.
One night only. I wonder what's going to happen at the end of that movie. I'm very interested to see the explanation for this one. So it's like The Purge. So we'll see. One night only next week. I don't know. And then if I have a chance to see I Want Your Sex or what's the other one? The other living one. The Invite.
Invite.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Let y'all know.
Word.
So, all right. Till next week, boys. Are we excited for? Do we think it's gonna be good next week? I think it'll be good. I think good. I'm gonna go with good. I don't think Callum. This is a big test. Do we think Callum Turner is a good actor? We'll find out next week. But I think the answer.
I don't really know if this is the movie that tests that,
No.
but I totally see what you're saying.
See, I think it does. I think this is a good test if you're like, because this is kind of what he is, right? Like he's supposed to be like the charismatic, good-looking guy. And if he can't be the charismatic, good-looking guy, it's like, what are you, pal? What are you supposed to be?
Hey, he's Dua Lipa's
find out.
husband. That's enough.
I guess so. All right. Well, hey, till next week. And remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Peace.